Victoria and the Green Square by Sigrid G. Moore. Illustrations by Diane Lucas. "Good morning, beautiful," said Victoria to her garden as she stepped out from her house and walked around it. Every day at 8 o'clock in the morning, Victoria explored her garden to contemplate its beauty. She smelled the aroma of the early springtime flowers. She paused for a moment and could almost hear her flowers telling her, "You look so beautiful today with your brown long hair and your light brown eyes looking at us. Your floral printed dress looks like a field of daisies." Her garden was full of flowers: pink azaleas, orange lilies, red roses, orange tulips, white daisies, purple orchids, and yellow hibiscus. "It is time to blossom," said Victoria. The flowers stretched up to the sky in the peace and calm, enjoying the heat produced by the sun that shone upon them and warmed them every day. They unrolled their leaves and petals again and again. The flowers swung side by side in the wind. They looked so bright. The flowers enjoyed their new day with Victoria's love and care for them. Victoria remembered how her grandmother, whom she called Nanny, taught her how to care for the plants. She spent many summers with her Nanny and learned a lot about the plants. One day, Nanny said to her, "Vicky dear, remember to treat your garden with tender love and care. Water the plants and talk to them. They will show you with their colors how happy they are." At the age of 9, she did what she had been taught and prepared a little backyard garden in her house in Florida. First, she grabbed all her plastic gardening tools. Next, she pulled all the weeds and raked out all the pebbles and stones. Then she planted the seeds. She watered them every day and watched them grow. When the flowers blossomed, she wore them with pride in her hair every day and every night. One day, Victoria got up very early in the morning. She went outside to greet her garden. She heard birds singing. Then she noticed her yellow hibiscus plant looked very sad and sickly. She took a closer look. She noticed the petals were changing colors. The stems were thin and weak. "Are you okay? You look very sick. What am I going to do?" Victoria ran inside her house and called her friend from the Green Square. "Lana, I need your help. This is an emergency." "What happened?" Lana added. "I don't have time to explain right now. Please tell Con and Arion to come to my house. We had to meet in the Greenhouse Club as soon as possible. Please bring your tools. Hurry," said Victoria. A few minutes later, her friends arrived. They parked their bikes. "What happened, Victoria?" asked Lana. "We came as fast as we could," said Con. Victoria took them to her garden. They observed the plant carefully. "This surely is a job for the Green Squad," said Erin. "We have to find a solution to this problem," added Lana. As they walked to the greenhouse club, they sang their club song. Ask, observe, collect, and report. That's how the Green Squad works. Then they took out their tools. Con took out his shovel. At the base of the plant, he took a little bit of dirt, observed it, and wrote note in his notebook. Irian took his pincers and observed a leaf of the plant and wrote note in his notebook. Lana took out her magnifier, observed the stem, and wrote notes in her notepad. Victoria observed the petals of the flowers and wrote in her journal. After observing and writing a little longer, Victoria said, "Grab your stuff and let's go to the patio to give our reports." The Green Squad kids gathered their things, ran over to the patio table, and sat down in their chairs. "It is table talk time. We will hear what you observed," said Victoria. Con opened his notebook. "The soil is soft and rich," he said. "The leaves have a few small holes," Arion said. "It looks as if an animal has been eating it." "The stems looked thin," Lana added, "but they're still strong enough to hold up the plant." "The flowers also had some small holes in them," said Victoria, "and I saw something that moved." "I saw it too. It was green," said Arion. "We found a problem," said Con. "What do you mean?" asked Victoria. "We all agree that there is something eating it, right?" asked Con. "Yes," replied Arion, Lana, and Victoria. "Now it is time to find the solution," said Con. "We can say that this is an insect, right?" "But which one is it?" asked Victoria. They looked at each other. Then they sang their club song. "Ask, observe, collect, and report. That's how the Green Squad works." "Let's look in our science books," said Lana. All of them started to read, read, and read. After half an hour, Victoria said, "I found it." "Me too," said Con. "Me three," said Arion. "Me four," said Lana. All of them shared their findings. They agreed that the problem was caused by an insect called an aphid. Aphids are small, soft-bodied insects with long, slender mouth parts with which they pierce stems, leaves, and other tender plant parts to suck out plant fluids, read Victoria from her book titled Aphids. "That's why the plant is so weak," said Con. "What are we going to do now?" "What's the solution?" Arion asked. They sang their club song. "Ask, observe, collect, and report. That's how the Green Squad works." Then Victoria continued reading aloud. "An adult ladybug may eat up to 75 aphids per day." "Found it!" they shouted. The four friends decided to combine their Green Squad savings to buy the ladybugs. Together, they biked to the pet shop near Victoria's house. When they got back to the garden, they all gathered around the hibiscus plant. Victoria held the bag with the ladybugs and carefully opened it right next to the plant. They were all so happy to see the ladybugs climb the tree and start to eat the aphids. A few days later, the Green Squad got together in the garden. The plant looks healthy, said Lana. And strong, added Arian. The ladybugs did their job, exclaimed Con. Thank you so much for your help, Victoria said to her friends with a big smile. The Green Squad kids all sang their club song. Ask, observe, collect, and report. That's how the Green Squad works. The next morning, Victoria got up early. She stepped out of the house and greeted her garden. She saw how colorful her hibiscus plant looked. The stems were gently swaying in the warm wind as if saying, Thank you for what the Green Squad did. Victoria smiled. Other books from the author are Animals A to Z, My Cars, Mis Carros, El ABC de los Animales, and Victoria y el Club Verde. Thank you for watching. Bye.